You know there ain't no street like home to make you feel so all alone. Plenty of folk to tell you what to do, but they don't speak the same language as you. They want to have me here, have me and hold me near, hold me down, fasten and tie, but the cars are all flashing me, bright lights are passing me. I feel life passing me by, gotta get away. Jake Burns certainly felt like an unwanted and unrespected immigrant. He migrated from his native Belfast, Ireland, and set out to find the bright lights of the music biz. Well, luckily there was a band called Stiff Little Fingers he put together, waiting for him to conquer, to kick ass and take names. That they did. Early on. After a very impressive, fiery debut album and flammable material, they released their second album, Nobody's Heroes, and still had plenty to be pissed off about. 46 years ago this week on the Chrysalis label, March 7th, 1980. Gotta Get Away was actually first released as a single in a slower yet no less aggressive version the year before on the Rough Trade Records label. They re-recorded it, made it faster, more ultra, more lightning fast, and got plenty more people to headbang, mosh, to really dig its message when it led off the Nobody's Heroes album. Other highlights, there was At the Edge, living life away from what your precious parents wanted you to do. Oh yeah, I know the rebellious nature of youth too. Pay close attention to the line, hold me down and fasten and tie. Yes, certainly, if you're an immigrant and ICE has fastened and tied you to a corner you feel you can't back out of, a lot of people are sympathizing with you tonight. Here at the record collector's mecca, Val's Halla, the legendary record store in Oak Park. I'm here for a special benefit show. It's put on by the Illinois Coalition of Immigrant and Refugee Rights, and especially put together by two of my best friends in the local music scene, Deb Sanzo and Jamie Riani of 13 Monsters. They were supposed to play here tonight, supposed to be the headlining act, but Jamie had a health issue and ended up in the emergency room, the ER, this past week. They had to cancel their appearance at the last moment. Got the eclectic Sons of Ra to fill in for them, featuring prominent guitarist and musician Eric Oldham, who's made his way in a couple of different bands, everything from Beneath the Stairs, who I interviewed on the Cat 1055 back in 2012, to Afrofuturistics, who's also playing here tonight. They're a very unique hip-hop meets jazz meets rock project, especially a band who I last talked to 6 years ago this very week. So I'm going to catch up with Ben Brundige, Matt Stanton, and Ed Dudzinky of Real Bad, Real Fast, my buds in the hardcore local Chicagoland punk scene. Last when I talked to them, something was gripping us all and making us feel all alone, like Jake Burns. COVID-19. It was 6 years ago this week I last talked to Ben, Matt, and Ed as they played the former Outtaspace in Berwyn. Rest in peace. And that's going to be our rock back, for good reason, after my new interview with all three of them. It's been a while since they released an EP, the Educational Instruction EP, back in the spring of 2022, so I want to find out what's going on with these guys. Certainly they have a lot in their noggins cooking musically. I also have a couple new singles to play. Taran de Pablos, since immigrating his way out of his native Central America, well, he's become quite a prominent singer in both English and his native Spanish language. Starting off with Skinwalker, and then he was part of Hellbound Sons, then did a short stint in the progressive retro metal band Fierce Atmospheres, and The Midnight Calls has been his calling card for about the last 5 years. A new single, well, let's just say the spirits of both Bon Scott and Brian Johnson, who's still very much alive, have migrated their way inside Taran in a good way. The new psychedelic acid rock video from them. I also have a brand new single from Bishop's Daredevil Stunt Club, who's getting ready to migrate over to the biggest power pop celebration of live music in the Chicagoland area, the International Pop Overthrow at Montrose Saloon. I do have dates on that, and the new single from Bishop's Daredevil Stunt Club. Local Loft episode 420. No matter where they migrate from, their music immigrates around the world to reach whatever language. The music of the original Chicagoland metal, punk, alternative rock, and power pop scene immigrates its way around the world through every episode. Melting ice and melting faces, and they melted a lot of faces here with a sonic assault. That's what Real Bad, Real Fast is famous for. They're at the Anti-Ice Immigration Benefit Show here tonight at Val's Halla at Oak Park. Matt Stanton, Ben Brundige, and Ed Dudzinky. And the last time I talked to these guys, it'll be 6 years this week, March 14th, at the former Outtaspace in Berwyn. Rest in peace.
That was a nice place. Yeah, that place was a cool room in Berwyn then.
Who'd you play with?
That was during a moment when a lot of us were frozen in time because it was right before the big COVID lockdown and the shelter in place. But here they are tonight, and what a rockin' blistering set you guys did. And you know, it's been almost 4 years since your educational instruction EP came out.
Really? Wow, we're due. We're due.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you're working on any brand new music in the
we at least have an EP
we played a couple
not too distant future.
We played. I think we only did one brand new one tonight, but we have a handful of.
We have 4 or 5 we plan on recording, but we have nothing set in stone right now.
2025 was we played a handful of shows, but it was I would call it a slow year for us. But this year I think we're going to be a little bit more active than we were.
Proactive?
Yeah, because we want to play shows and also try to put out something, probably just like an EP, maybe,
We don't try very hard, Tim. Most of the shows we get is because somebody asks us a couple weeks in advance, much like this one. We played with 13 Monsters last month, the Live Wire Lounge, also a benefit for immigrants and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
13 Monsters who had to pull out tonight because of a health issue with Jamie Riani. We wish him a speedy recovery.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. He's the one that set all this up tonight.
Well, I got to ask you about one song, Matt, and that's Maverick.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have not been together 50 years, but this goes back to a 1976 incident.
1976. That's really all. It's almost the root of it is just a Maverick car. Now the Ford Maverick is a truck, but back in the day it was just a little sedan or something like that. And I think I saw some movie where a guy had a nice Ford Maverick that was olive green. That's one of the lyrics in the song too. And it was some. You know what it was? It was like ever seen the Ted Bundy movie on Netflix? It's kind of like the
Zac
same.
Efron. Yeah.
No, it's even before Zac Efron. It's one of those weird.
The documentary.
No, this is like a fake one and shit. I don't know. I think it's just called Ted Bundy and stuff. Okay. But there's like one for every serial killer. But that movie, I thought it just cracked me up because there's a couple scenes he picks up a hitchhiker. He's like, "Hey, look over there," and he just like pops her in the face and stuff. And I think I started laughing, and there might have been other people in the room. I'm like, why am I laughing at this serial killer just picked up this random woman, and 2 seconds later, her whole life has changed. But that's really what it's all about. And it's also about how people get in a car and at Uber today, you don't know nothing about these people and stuff. And, that was really happening back in the 70s.
It reminds me of a Monty Python skit called The Killer Cars.
Yeah, absolutely.
These cars that actually eat people.
right. I remember that.
Yeah, I like that song a lot because it's like, to me, it's like a horror movie, but it's a song. It's like a whole story. And it's like, it takes place like through the vantage point of like an evil person, which like is what's cool about it. Like you can watch a horror movie where it like comes from like a bad like point of view. To like when you hear that song, you listen to the lyrics and like enjoy it live or whatever. It's like it comes from an evil person, but it's like it's enjoyable. You hear like the cool riffs, and it's like I just like that it's evil and it's fun.
At the end of the song, he gets rid of his car to get rid of the evidence.
There's a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Right.
So blame the driver for the murderous instinct here. Don't blame the car like Christine.
Yeah, exactly. Blame the driver.
There was that movie, The Car, in 1978, where the car just
the car
devoured
is circumstantial.
everybody. Well, guys, great catching up with you after all this time, and you're going to kick ass and take names, that's for sure, whatever you do. So,
absolutely, Tim.
Want to thank Matt and Ben and Ed from Real Bad, Real Fast. You can go to their Facebook page.
Just got myself a new ride, oh yeah. This is all a green Ford Maverick. Got myself a new ride, oh yeah. Saw you there by the side of the road. You're from out hitchhiking. That was something people did back in '76. They're from out hitchhiking. Oh yeah. She said, how you not gone so far? Oh, pretty good now that you've arrived. That shit's about to change, darling. You see? Yes,
Thank you very much. We're Thumbs Around. Grateful to be here tonight. Thank you for you all for coming out in this ridiculously fucking cold weather.
we're not going to do rock tonight. I'm sorry. My name's Eric. The guy on my right is. So we're going to play some tunes.
We're going to play some stuff tonight by some of these people. We have a brand new release, full length called Intermediation. It's actually here in the store here. When we're playing most of the stuff off the red. Oh, good job, Keith. Michael Ritter. Let's give it up for Circus Sideshow Productions. Deb, thank you so much for putting this together with Jamie. Jamie, Godspeed, man. Hopefully we'll see you. That's rough. That's why we're standing up here right now. We're taking 13 Monsters spot here. I'm just kind of rambling with it. It's called Interpretation.
now you see it, now you don't. But you can certainly hear it. I did tonight. They're at the Illinois Coalition for Immigration Rights benefit show at Val's Halla in Oak Park. Guitar virtuoso, undiscovered and uncredited virtuoso Eric Oldman certainly proved that less is more on your guitar. The last time I really saw anybody play a fretless guitar was a throwback to ZZ Top's MTV-dominated era of the 80s, the Eliminator album. In the videos for Give Me All Your Lovin' and Sharp Dressed Man, Billy Gibbons and the late Dusty Hill are both playing fretless guitars and basses. Steinbergers, as they used to call them back then. I don't know if that's the kind Eric was using, but I damn well know I'm not going blind in my old age. I did see Eric play a guitar that had no neck and no frets, and he was just wailing away on that thing. If you haven't seen Eric Oldman play in any of his bands, whether it be Sons of Ra, the Afrofuturistics who followed Sons of Ra here tonight, or even Beneath the Stairs back in the day. They had a surprise reunion show at Livewire back in 2019, just a one-off. Eric certainly can hold his own amongst the Hendrixes, the Stevie Ray Vaughns, the Jeff Becks of this world. Speaking of he who delved into jazz fusion for the first time 51 years ago this week with the Blow by Blow album being released. Eric was dynamite. Of course, the other two guys in Sons of Ra were no slouches. Keith Wakefield, who's got to be the most multitasking musician I've seen in a long time. At one point during Intrepidation, I could have sworn that Keith was playing both saxophone and bass at the same time. He's that versatile, and he's been accomplished in many jazz and hip-hop bands, including Afrofuturistics. To find out more about when Sons of Ra is upcoming next, you can go to their Facebook page. Taking his vocal virtuosity in more directions than just hearing it, Taran de Pablos is becoming a very visual, not just a vocal, singer and artist. Check out the new music video for Midnight Call's latest single, and you'll agree. I do have to say it's very rooted in psychedelic late 60s. I think of the Beat Club, the German TV show that used a lot of psychedelic lava lamp-like effects and lava blob-like effects, while bands like Black Sabbath were playing that, and Cream. And that's what this video kind of reminds me of. But the singing, actually, the chord structure of the song is definitely beating around the bush. AC/DC off Highway to Hell. And Taran does scream with a full-throated, full-blooded Bon Scott delivery with a little Brian Johnson high-pitched hoarseness mixed in. There's also a lot of 90s grunge that works its way into this one, which you can hear Midnight Calls do live this coming Saturday, March 14th, Liars Club, with the Handcuffs, Chloe, Brad Elvis, and the Cosmic Cats. For more information about this show, go to either one of those groups' Facebook pages, but especially Midnight Calls. The brand new single from Midnight Calls, Objectophilia, on local Loft.
We are Midnight Calls, and we are from Chicago.
Baby, what do you have? Coming up, coming up.
I know I haven't seen you before, but I've been here too many years.
Get out with it.
I'm a rocker at heart, so I've always wanted to be in a rock and roll band, but I like metal and I'm good at singing it, so I've always ended up in metal bands. But I started playing an AC/DC tribute. Adam and Tony, the two guitar players, are part of it, and I kept nagging them a little bit, hey, we should write some music, and they ended up saying yes. So I sent them some stuff, and they liked it, and that's how it got started. Then we played a show with a different lineup with fill-ins, and then we got Sean on bass and Chuck on drums and everything like that. The second show, and we're on our 20th at this point.
At least, yeah. And if you can see it to him, man, he's got the rock and roll soul.
So perfect in my hands, she's all mine. I'm a man.
birthdays. Do you have anybody else birthdays? All right, well, fuck off then. Mr. Brad Elvis on the drums.
There was a lot of new stuff tonight. I think we are planning to sort of do almost like a follow-up to Burn the Rails, because we had so much fun doing Burn the Rails, and we really liked what we were putting out. It was based on a lot of what we were listening to, which you arrived sort of like the early 70s, kind of like, you know, the R&B, the British R&B, early 70s, with a little bit of New York thrown in.
Walking down some crowded street, I was feeling substantially free. I could feel the sidewalk heat climbing up my bare legs. Now a few observant individuals, they were checking out my confidentials. I think I know what they were contemplating, but it ain't necessarily so. Pretty, 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 pretty. Now some of you may be wondering how I came upon this conclusion. Is it something I think I am? Or is it all a delusion? 'Cause it's all about how one feels inside, and I'm feeling pretty good, even though my hips are swaying side to side. They won't let me be misunderstood. Pretty, 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 pretty. Now where was I before I interrupted myself? I was reflecting upon my state of mind, feeling all cocksure in so many ways, feeling all Hollywood and Vine. And as I was walking down that city street, and I was feeling all that city heat, being observed from the corner of an eye, and don't think I didn't notice
new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black Velvet, if you please. A little bit of my interview with Chloe Orwell and Brad Elvis of The Handcuffs right before New Year's Eve, December 30th, 2024, in what would turn out to be the last official live show at the Outtaspace in Berwyn. Rest in peace. And Chloe was saying how the music of The Handcuffs is rooted in 70s style R&B. I hear something different there. It's R&B all right, but from Canadian one-hit wonder Alana Miles. It's got that Black Velvet driving beat to it, if you're familiar with that song. And that song's about Elvis, by the way. Not Brad Elvis now, but Mr. Sideburn himself, Mr. Peanut Butter and Banana Sandwiches, Mr. Three-Piece Jumpsuit, Aloha from Hawaii via satellite. That Elvis. It just has got that really driving beat, and The Handcuffs have certainly turned out to be more than just a one-hit wonder as opposed to Alana Miles, but it gives you that feel. Google search that video and bring it up on YouTube if you want to know what that song sounds like. That soon-to-be 37-year-old song. The Handcuffs, the Cosmic Kicks, and the Midnight Calls. Saturday night at Liars Club. Go to the Handcuffs Facebook page or thehandcuffs.com for more details about it. Rooted in 60s jangly guitar-driven power pop, the phrase, of course, was first coined, or so the story goes, by Pete Townsend in describing The Who's music to many a journalist. Power pop now has its own celebration, its own festival, its own Woodstock. It's known as International Pop Overthrow. Oh yes, Material Issue has played time and again during its heyday. Rest in peace, Jim Ellison. And the annual event is about ready to rock Montrose Saloon once again. The dates are April 17th through the 25th. And on the very first night at Montrose Saloon, the Bishop's Daredevil Stunt Club wraps the whole thing up. There's also a couple of familiar names down the line. Space Age Zeros. They play on Tuesday, April 21st. 9 p.m. Satellite Union, the only band who will let you know that the mixtape is alive and well in the age of streaming. They wrote a song about a mixtape and about how, if not properly used, the results can be heartbreaking. Satellite Union plays Sunday, April 19th at 3:30. The entire list is up on the International Pop Overthrow Facebook page. To go along with their next gig at IPO, Bishop's Daredevil Stunt Club have a new single. It just dropped on Friday, February 27th. Bill Gertz, who has led the band ever since they were simply known as the Bishop, first the Bishop of Frankfurt. Yes, I remember when I had them all in the Cat 1055 studio in the fall of 2010. Leads the band through a much harder-edged sound. Big, bold, beefy drums. The jangly guitars are there, but they're more coarse, much more abrasive. If you miss BDSC at International Pop Overthrow on the opening night, April 17th, they'll be rocking Reggie's Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd. The lyrics describe a love affair where, as many times as you second-guess yourself, it's always not your way or the highway for the final result. Heavy conclusions, brand new from the Bishop's Daredevil Stunt Club. Check them out at International Pop Overthrow Montrose Saloon, April 17th, local Loft.
I built an appetite for lion. I'm in the jungle, tell you this is my first street blue. Leopard spots a chance at the class where there's a bullet that was not meant for you. Gleaming like the sound of a screaming pterodactyl. There's fear in these eyes. What's about to happen? Who's about to fall? Who is I at your side? stuck in the middle. You could see good glue, 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 glue. Oh, where was I when I realized we were through? What's about to happen? Why can't we get on the wires here in your mind?
There's a podcast called Local Loft, and Tim contacted me and said, "Hey, why don't you come talk to me a little bit for the show?" So he's here tonight, and he mentioned this song, Mixtape.
It was a mixtape.
So I guess I wrote a lot of heartbreak songs. This is one of them. This is from high school. It's a little reminiscent. I didn't write it in high school. Toss my memories out there and pull this one out. It's called Mixtape.
Found me in a shoebox on a high shelf. The first pair of new dogs I bought myself. It was a mixtape she gave to me on our 1 month anniversary. She gave me deep cuts and B-sides, anthems to live and die by, sad songs that made her cry, bootlegs and bands that she saw live. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Found a mixtape from an old girlfriend, made me look back, whatever happened. Found a mixtape from an old girlfriend, made me look back, whatever happened to. Oh, oh, oh. She played me like a full burgundy lipstick, well, everything was cool on a cassette deck. It was a soundtrack of our love. Everything just fit me like a glove. She gave me deep cuts and B-sides, anthems to live and to die by, sad songs that made her cry, bootlegs and bands that she saw live. Whoa, 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 whoa. Found a mixtape from an old girlfriend, make me look back, whatever happened. Found a mixtape from an old girlfriend, make me look back, whatever happened to. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Played it so many times, I had it memorized. So imagine my surprise when I found that same mixtape in the room of another guy. Found a mixtape from an old girlfriend, made me look back, whatever happened to. Found a mixtape, whatever happened to you.
Streaming beware. They are making a comeback. Cassettes. I can see plenty of cassette decks going for cheap on eBay right now, so making a mixtape in this day and age is not the most unusual or asinine psychotic thing one can do. And the guys in Satellite Union agree. Only watch what you put on that mixtape. If you've never seen High Fidelity, the John Cusack staple movie, where he makes great compilation tapes in hopes of winning over a member of the opposite sex, check it out for pointers on how to make the right one, to make the right romantic impact. Satellite Union making an impact and will win over the love of many fans. At International Pop Overthrow, they're there on day number 3, Sunday, April 19th, 3:30 at Montrose Saloon. You can go to internationalpopoverthrow.com. The entire listing is there from the 17th through the 25th. Bishop's Daredevil Sun Club will close it out on the first day, Friday, April 17th. And my buds in Space Age Zeros play Tuesday, April 21st at 9 p.m. Need to send out a couple of birthday wishes. Claudia Guajardo, the fiery lead singer of Citizen. She's the same age as the speed of a 7-inch record today. Do the math. And I'm going to play something off a 7-inch, not 33 and not 78 RPM record, so you guess what it is. Claudia gave me this split vinyl EP when I caught Citizen playing the former Outtaspace in Berwyn. It was the weekend before my father passed away, the last weekend of February 2024. Here's hope that Claudia's birthday is sweet-smelling, unlike the atmosphere of this track. Make it smell. Citizen on Local Loft.
Do what you want, guys. I swear to God we're doing stuff. We're gonna get organized. Hey, I want to give a little shout out to Mystery Man McCord over here at Atlantic, who has a local Loft podcast on Friday. This guy has been featuring a lot of local bands for doing this stuff and music like that.
Tone it down, but play a light color. Think and think till you got a bad attitude. Ugly way of talking won't get you very far. The world behaves, the disciples are not there. Then your body train them too. Oh yeah, oh I see you're setting your ways. But now I'm looking right through your body so special. Fuck your homo, get the parade. Piss on you, I'll make it smell. Piss on you, I'll make it smell. Make it smell. Make it smell. Told me she was gonna fill me with a bitch in the feet. Little bitch are empty. Swallow their pride and take a seat. 'Cause I really wanna show you, and let me tell you, it ain't free. I'll piss on you, I'll make it smell. Make it smell. Make it smell.
Hey, it's Tony and Dave from Grave Rain. We have awoken from our slumber. And we will come to your country and crack the foundation that you are standing on. Be ready.
Please mind the doors. Doors closing. Going up.
We'd like to apologize for the assault on your eardrums. Please accept these apologies and enjoy the soft, dulcet tones of David Classical Schenkel.
Doors opening.
Here's hoping the demon has one hell of a birthday. David Schenkel, another year older, and a couple of more days to wait on the pre-order of the second Grave Rain album, I Kinda the Accursed. Tony Engel's been putting up messages on Grave Rain's Facebook that this is going to happen perhaps later this month. Does that mean a tour will follow? Well, let's hope so. And my guess it's going to be at Tony D's in Elmwood Park. Just going by because Tony's other big band, Blockchain Coalition, had their release show for the new normal there. We'll have to wait and see if that materializes. And David Schenkel was in Valeside for a while. Tony's first big band. Too bad he wasn't with them when I invited them into the Cat 1055 studio in April of 2011. The 15th anniversary of that is coming up at the end of next month. But happy birthday to the Demon Shredder in one which showcases his shredding. A nice little isolated track there, second to last on Destination Aftermath, the first full-length Grave Rain album. Whether your talent is shredding, singing, virtuoso playing, shred your impact and your talent around the world by getting me, Tim, lamping your music here at Local Loft. MP3, WAV, FLAC, or a CD, vinyl, LP, cassette, reel-to-reel tape, timlamp1 at yahoo.com, timcatdj@gmail.com. Send me an email, I'll send you a mailing address before you send me any physical things. Download every episode of Local Loft on podbean.com or stream it on YouTube or the Podbean app. As we go back, at a time we knew we couldn't move forward as far as live shows went, or checking out local bands live in any music venue, because this upcoming week, 6 years ago, the shelter-in-place had been ordered by Governor J.B. Pritzker, and everybody was afraid to put one toenail out in the atmosphere from their front steps. But before that happened, I caught one last show at the former Outtaspace in Berwyn. Rest in peace. With the band we featured once again for the first time in 6 years, Matt Stanton, Ben Brundige, and Ed Dudzinky was not with Real Bad Real Fast at this time. They went through an original bassist who just showed lack of interest and pretty much became tired of playing, so they kicked him out. Listen to Matt's story on my new interview here from outside of Val's Halla for more about that. We take you back to March 14th, 2020 for Real Bad Real Fast at the Outtaspace in Berwyn.
Common sense and safety go together like ham and eggs. Carelessness and negligence eventually land you in the hospital or the morgue, and you're a long time dead.
Since the beginning of time, 'twas written in the stones that one day a band would come. Well, that band has come, and now they're here to come again in your ear pussies.
I am the fly in the ointment. I can spread more disease than the fleas that nibble away at your window display. If Wire, the British post-punk band, were COVID-19 in 1978, that would be an appropriate song. Something spreading here tonight. It's a punk pandemic here at Outtaspace in Berwyn. The band I have in front of me, the appropriate title of their new EP is Safety First. So all precautions have been taken here. Real Bad, Real Fast. I have talked to these guys before, back at Wire in Berwyn a couple of years back.
A couple of years ago, yeah, I think so.
It was like 27.
I didn't even realize the correlation of the safety first until you just said that. I gotta really capitalize that. I really gotta pump that out with social media. I think I'm slacking on that.
Their first EP was called It's Gonna Get, but they have followed up with Safety First. Matt Stanton, Tim Coletti, and Ben Brundige. And listening to this new one, it's a lot angrier than your first record. Do you think so?
I think it's a little angrier for sure. I definitely wouldn't want it. You know, there's a big trend with bands doing like vocal videos, or what they call lyric videos or whatever. I don't want that. I don't want a lyric video of any Real Bad Real Fast songs. I like a regular video, but you don't need to hear what I'm saying for the most part, because they can be a little violent at moments.
It's definitely a lot more instrumental on some tracks I've been noticing than the first one.
Right. I think I guess they always say that I guess bands sometimes have a sophomore slump, and then at the other time maybe you throw out that first material maybe a little too fast, and you write some pretty good songs afterwards. I think this bunch of songs, the funny thing is we were probably playing them just as soon as we were playing off any of the other stuff off the first record. Even that first record, we probably don't even play 3 songs off of that when we play live anymore, you know? Definitely Tombstone and Don't Like You off of that album. Like, I guess you get, you tend not to get more than 45 minutes, too, around the Chicagoland or anything, so you get pigeonholed. But you write better songs, I don't know, you get better.
A little more complex, you know? Fun.
I would say a little heavier this record too. At times I think you go in thrash metal territory, like Ronan Farrow. Maybe one of the heaviest songs you've ever done.
It's pretty darn heavy. I've been trying to get Ronan Farrow to retweet that. I have posted that Ronan Farrow video on Ronan Farrow's Twitter account at least a couple dozen times, and all I want is just a tad bit of love, because it really, the funny thing about Ronan Farrow, it just states facts about Ronan Farrow. It says that he was homeschooled, his mom was in Rosemary's Baby, he won a Pulitzer Prize. I'm screaming, all I'm doing is screaming facts about Ronan Farrow.
Well, tonight you're playing at a what seems to be like a sort of battle of the bands, pop punk versus old school kind of thing here. Are you working on any new material so far to follow up Safety First?
We got a brand new one, and it's called Don't Kill Yourself. You know, Ozzy had, Suicide Solution. He's talking about, maybe you should kill yourself. Real Bad Real Fast is saying, hey man, don't kill yourself.
Any Epstein references in this one?
There isn't. It's really, this one is just about the middle class, Just making sure, just trying to get by, living week to week, paying your bills. Please don't kill yourself. You may find a hobby like me and come screaming to a microphone.
They do it with a lot of precision here, folks. Screaming or just singing. The guys of Real Bad Real Fast, check out their both EPs. They are on Bandcamp, and of course check them out on their Facebook page. Rock it up tonight.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for talking.
Thanks, Tim.